Hello Gemini, my name is Agatha and my email is dunyazade@gmail.com. So let's see how the month of November 2018 is going to be for you, Gemini. Sorry. And we are going to start with the astrology reading. On the 7th of November 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Scorpio. In your case, this is going to happen in your 6th house. So this could be a brand new beginning connected with your work environment, with your employment. Either you start a new job, some of you, others, it's some sort of alteration and modification connected with your work. Maybe you have, maybe you get promoted, like some of you might. Others, you might have new colleagues, new co-workers. If it's not that, it could be that you have, you're changing your diet, the way you eat, and you're starting some sort of exercise program. If you do that on a very conscious way, you will allow transformation for you. So this could be very transformative for you, health-wise. If you change your diet, if you decide to change your diet, Gemini, if you start to do some sort of exercise program, any type. But you have to kind of commit to it on a very conscious level. Others, it could be that you're doing exams, you're doing medical exams. It could be that, okay? The 6th house is also the house of connected with daily routines. Maybe you're changing your daily routines. Why? Because, like I said, you're starting some sort of new exercise program. Maybe you decide to wake up like an hour earlier every morning before going to work, to do yoga, for instance. I do yoga or to run or go to the gym or something like that. Now, Gemini, the full moon on the 23rd of November 2018 is going to be at 0 degrees of Gemini. Now, this full moons are endings or culminations. It's going to be depend from case to case, from natal chart to natal chart. This doesn't seem very. Again, it's for some of you it might be positive, for others not necessarily so. But I see it a bit as negative. Why? Because it's going to be in a square to Mars in Pisces in the 10th house, and it's going to be opposing Jupiter at 3 degrees of Sagittarius, and this Jupiter is also squaring Mars in Pisces. And Mercury in Sagittarius in the 7th house is squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 10th house. So it's like this is over the moon type of energy. This is being overly optimistic. Okay? This also has an energy of being lied to. So you might be lied to in terms of your work. If you're signing up a new contract, I'm cautioning you about it, because you might be told lies. Okay, so be careful with that. If you want to get married, I would not advise you to get married around the 23rd of November. These are not good aspects, because there's an energy here of lying, deceit, and deception. Okay, of not seeing things clearly, of actions being sabotaged. I don't like this energy. I don't like this T-square. I really don't like it. I'm sorry to tell you, Gemini, you might be overly optimistic for no reason. Okay, if you're signing up a contract, be careful. If you're starting some sort of new relationship, be careful. What else? This could also be that enough is enough and you're just tired of it all, and there's a contract that's being finalized. You're ending some sort of connection with the company where you worked, maybe because you just got a new job 2 weeks ago, and you're just ending. If you already have a work, you're ending your current employment so you can start this new job. Others, it's connected with love. You're ending a love relationship. Maybe you tried it again, Gemini. Maybe you gave it one last shot, because there's an aspect here that tells me that, and it just was not working anymore. And finally, this person Now it could be your ex-wife, maybe you separated, maybe you don't want to advance towards divorce right now and you gave it the last shot, but around the 23rd of November, some of you just decide to call it quits. Why? Because this person with whom you are, could be a man or a woman, your ex, might be someone who kind of lies a lot. You know, this person is spreading lies about you. Maybe you just decide to, okay, this is not working out, and maybe your ex, out of spite, just kind of makes invents and lies and just spreads rumors about you, just lies. And whatever is happening in terms of your public image is being really negatively affected for some of you by your ex or your soon-to-be ex. Okay, there's a partner here who's really not behaving properly. If this is not a partner or an ex-partner, it's your son or your daughter. It's one of your kids. Okay, I would say your second child is not behaving properly, and either he or she is doing something that's affecting your public image in a very negative way, or is telling lies about you, and again affecting your image in a very negative way, and it kind of feels like you don't have the energy to defend yourself and to defend your honor, almost. What else? If it's not your spouse or ex, your second child, it could be like a business partner and who's like lying about you or lying to you, or it's like a boss who's trying to make you sign a contract that's not going to be beneficial for you and is lying to you about this contract. Also, this could be the 7th house is the house of the open enemies. So your open enemy wants to tarnish your public image. Okay? And he or she might even use the court system to do so. Yeah, and I'm seeing also that the North Node, Gemini, no, not the North Node, the South Node, which means losses. Okay, no, it's entering your 8th house, but it's exiting your 9th house. So you've been dealing with some sort of court case for a while, for the last, if I'm not mistaken, 2.5 years. If that's the case, Gemini, this is like the last try from someone, maybe a partner, maybe a business partner, an open enemy of any type. This is like the last time that he or she tries to tarnish your public image. And after that, it's he or she, they cannot use the court of law to do that anymore. So there's many things, you know. One can read this in many different ways, and it's going to be different from natal chart to natal chart. So now, Gemini, you're going to go to the card reading. I'm going to go to the card reading, Gemini, and I'm using, as you might have noticed, not tarot, not Lenormand. I'm using the Chronicles of Destiny fortune cards, and which is another divinatory system, and I haven't used this in a while, and I have so many decks, and this is a system on its own. It's quite good, actually, and I should use this more. So how is this going to be? So the first card speaks of the subject, of the theme present for you in November 2018, Gemini, and then the 3 cards below speaks of the story that will unfold this theme. Okay, Gemini? And the theme for you is kissed, and this speaks of a love theme. So, and now for some of you, the astrology reading might make more sense, while for others, the card reading will make more sense. So there's a theme of love. There's a new love beginning here in November 2018, Gemini, for some of you. And below how how will this unfold? And this is throughout the month. You have, first card that you have is the calendar card. Now the calendar card speaks of delay, speaks of, I'm going to use the guidebook. I'm sorry because I haven't used this system for a very long time, so sorry. I apologize. So this speaks of a slow time frame that might take months of years, slow movement, but also speaks of steady progress and speaks of something that is long lasting and it's gonna be around for a very long time. Okay, how? Now, you have kissed, and after kissed you have the calendar card. I'm sorry, the calendar card after the kissed card means slower movement. Okay, slower movements, things that took years to develop. Something that took years to develop. What did it take years for you to develop? Your understanding that you were falling in love with someone, Gemini. Because kissed speaks of a new love. So it took years for you to understand that you were falling in love with someone. It took years for you to understand that you were developing big, strong romantic feelings towards someone. Or if it's not you, someone in your midst took years to develop feelings, very strong feelings, love, passion towards you. But it's like solid now, solid. And then the second card speaks, it's Whispering Hall, and it speaks of uncertainty, it speaks of self-doubt, it speaks of fears. It's like you understand, some of you understood, oh my God, I'm in love with someone. Maybe this person has been your friend for years and years and years, and now you understand suddenly, in November 2018, that you love this person. And you're filled with fear. You have no idea. Now what? Now what do I do? Okay? Because you're remembering the past, Gemini. You're remembering all the times when you fell in love, when you fell in love, when you were in love with someone and things didn't work out. And now you're remembering all your past experiences. You're too afraid to deal with this new love. You're too afraid. Or someone, told you, hey, I love you, I really, really like you, and you're afraid of starting this new relationship, but I'm thinking it's you. It's more you who is in love. But you're afraid of starting this new relationship, even though this new relationship, if you start it, it's something that will be long-lasting. It's something that will endure, that will be around, will be with you for years and years and years to come. So at some point in November 2018, you're gonna feel really afraid about this new love. However, at the end, this is a very good card to end with. You have Lady Autumn, and Lady Autumn speaks of harvest. Okay, it speaks of abundance, of fruitful endeavors, collecting rewards and matters bearing fruit. Something bears fruit. This love that took a very long time to grow, even though you had many doubts. But I'm thinking that at some point in November 2018, you are able to rise from your self-doubt, from your fear. You are able to surpass it and to accept this new love. And once you do so, this new love will be abundant. Now, when will this happen? These are two cards, like the calendar card and Lady Autumn. The calendar card speaks of months or years, while Lady Autumn speaks of autumn in terms of time. So if you are in the northern hemisphere, because this is the story spread, it begins with years, but it ends with September, October, or November, because it's autumn. In the northern hemisphere, you have autumn is September, October, or November. So for some of you, because this video will be up already in October, either in October or in November, if you are in the northern hemisphere, you are able to surpass your doubts, go beyond your fears, and actually accept this love. And this love, again, I'm thinking is going to be around with you for a very long time. You might be older also. You might be older, but this is a very long-lasting love. For others, those of you who are in the southern hemisphere, like autumn has a different timing. It's not September, October, or November. So you'll have the rewards of this new love. You'll be able to accept this new love with this new love will bear its fruit, let's call it, around the time when it's autumn in the southern hemisphere. I don't know when that is. I apologize. I have no idea. I have not checked. Is it January, February? I have no idea. I don't know when autumn in southern hemisphere is. But for those of you who lived in the southern hemisphere, around the time of your autumn, during those 3 months, this is the time when this new love will bear its fruits, will give you your rewards. Okay, so everything will actually be okay. So that's it, Gemini. This is the reading that I have for you for November 2018. And I really hope that you have a great month. Bye bye.